just realized the box that was on the pusher, it's a full box. See, it's got a bottom.
She's no longer hangry.
We're refueled. I'm pretty sure I've gained 30 new gray hairs because of the stress and excitement and overwhelming feelings at the casino.
I lost 3,000 hairs. Look at that. So, she said it was my turn, but I got a feeling she's got food in her now. She's re-energized. You ain't gonna let me play,
It's time for you to play. Show them how it's done.
I don't believe her. I don't.
Show them.
The money. I see what the issue is. It doesn't say Jeremy's lucky bag.
It says George's lucky bag 4.0.
So
Jeremy panicked. Is filled with fear farts.
I
was
panicked.
Like, I didn't bring enough heart mitts for this.
Now I panicked.
Yes.
I have only
like,
panicked
you take the show.
one time before in my life.
All I smell are fear farts right now.
Because of what you just ate, Indian food. It's you. It is all
Is
you.
that me?
Yeah, it's always you.
Okay. But look at this playing field. How
Remember
pretty.
the other day when you went to Mark's and you came home and you're like, I crop dusted everybody in that store.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing here.
All right.
All right, why do you want to play this one so
cool.
bad but won't let me?
I think it's pretty cool. There's so many monies. I think I could rescue all of the monies rather quickly.
Are you going to adopt them?
Yeah.
Here goes.
Here it goes.
The
I'm going to start
adoption
off to the
program.
left. The adoption mission begins now as I drop the first quarter.
You're going to the left.
I'm going to go to the left. And then I save the best for last. Woo! See what just happened? That 100 went timber.
You dropped 100 like it was hot. Not bad. Not bad.
Things are rocking. Things are rocking and rolling.
Oh, no way! Did that just happen?
Oh my gosh, it just knocked it.
$300 just jumped in the hopper. Are you kidding me?
The quarter pushed the box in. I like
Wait,
this.
you have to be really, really careful. Look at the box. Look at the box all the way to the left. If you lose it,
I'm gonna go more center.
Way too much already today.
I'm gonna go center. I'm gonna switch it up and see if I can get that box on the far left to rotate.
Yeah, open everything up on the center, maybe. Oh, something just fell back. Something just fell back to. Ooh.
Lost some quarters.
Something fell back on the left, but not the cash. Thankfully, not the cash.
Not that $100.
Oh my God! Another one.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm afraid the hundreds are gonna fall in the center.
You have to be careful. Oh my goodness,
you
they're
really
jumping
have to
in.
Time these.
This is like when we went up to
Yes.
Kelly's. Oh no, you lost one. You lost.
Oh no.
Okay, careful.
Oh my God! I just lost the 100 on the left.
You just lost to the right and the left.
Wow. Oh, I saved that 100. That 100 just went on the pusher.
I'm thinking she probably should let me play.
Sometimes rapid fire is not the way to go, especially in the beginning.
Low and slow, like the crock pot. Low and slow, like the crock pot.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose another 100. The one on the far right.
Oh, did you just see that? That 100 just. You got to be kidding me.
Did it fall on my pusher? Yes, I saved it.
It just jumped off of me. I'm just.
It knows my mission. It knows my mission.
It's mind control. It's what it is. It's mind control.
Brain food.
It was me. I moved it with my mind.
Did you recharge with brain food?
Yeah, always. Chicken nuggets, ketchup, cheese curds. You know how I roll.
Oh my goodness.
So.
I don't wanna
wow.
lose that 100 on the far right. Even though I'm aiming for the
Careful,
left things on the
careful.
right are moving.
Careful. Little fact about me.
Ooh, is it fun fact time?
It is fun fact time. Little fact about me. George, do you know how old I was the first time I ever ate pizza?
19.
I don't know either.
It was
But-
out of high school.
It was in high school.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes. It bounced off and back into my playing field. I
My
was so worried I was going to lose that one.
my mom. Oh, you're losing quarters to the left again. You gotta be careful. My goodness.
I think I'm okay with losing quarters. Not okay with losing that 100.
My mom was not what you would call an accomplished cook. She was no Martha Stewart in the kitchen. And my dad did not like any type of flavor other than pepper. So with 5 kids in the family, even though my dad and uncle owned a grocery store, it was a 3rd generation grocery store, which ultimately went out of business, I did not have pizza until I was in high school at a youth group church activity. That was the first time I ever had pizza in my life. A teenager in high school. And now we cook pizzas over the fire in the hobo pies when we go camping.
Dude, we make hobo pie pizzas. They're delicious.
So people find out I'm colorblind. They always ask me what colors everything that they're wearing. When people find out how I grew up with my diet, it's like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but one night was always Hale's ham loaf, one night was always pork chops, and those were horrible because they were like rubber.
All right, I'm down to 2 quarters.
Sunday was always a roast. One night was hot dogs, one night was burgers. Everybody always asks, Jeremy, have you ever had this? We better pull. What an epic
I didn't even
push.
realize I pushed this much money
Yeah.
off. I've got
I'm not even sure you did push it. I think it
1,
was just
2, 3,
jumping
4,
in.
5 $100 bills already sold.
Crazy.
And then $44 in quarters, so
What an
We're-
epic start.
we're kind of in the profit zone now. We've got our money back.
What an epic start. Alright, let's play a game while you play this game.
Okay.
Ask me a food if I've ever eaten it before. Oh, wait, Elvis is pushing.
Avocado.
Never had an avocado before. Don't even know why anybody would. Just seems a little weird to me.
Guacamole.
Don't even know what it is. Can't even pronounce it or spell it. Come on, shake with Elvis.
Tomato.
I've never eaten a tomato
But you've
except
had
in
plenty of
ketchup.
ketchup.
I only eat it in a ketchup
So
form. I've never had a
guacamole
tomato
is
in
mostly
any other.
avocado.
I have never had a tomato in any other form other than ketchup or tomato paste, like in.
Well, you've had it in pizza sauce.
In pizza sauce. So I've had sauce and ketchup. I've never actually had a real
Never eaten a fresh
Tomato.
tomato.
never. Or a slice.
Oh my goodness, I almost lost that 100 and
That
it
was-
fell right back into my field.
You almost lost the one to the right. Oh, you're getting some quarters. You're getting some good ammo.
Wow.
You are. You're getting good ammo. Do you know I've never, ever, this is no joke for people that, most of the time we are joking, but this is no joke. I have never eaten, what am I thinking right now? When a man and a woman meet
He's never had sushi.
and they go out on a date and he orders a big old piece of meat and she orders, I think I have a salad. Guess what I've never had?
You've never had a salad?
Ever.
So why do you always tell me it's gross? How would you know if you've never had it? I love me a good salad. One of my favorite salads.
You don't eat salad. You
Is-
eat salad dressing. You would never eat that stuff without salad dressing. Little known fact, no person in all of humanity in the history of the world has ever eaten a salad without salad dressing. Nobody
I've
would
changed
ever
it up
eat
and
it
had like
with.
oil and vinegar.
Alright, that's even weirder.
And then I like eating plain raw carrots with no dressing.
I only like cooked carrots like in my soup, my chicken, and what do I put on my carrots?
You put carrots on your carrots in addition to ketchup.
I do put ketchup on my carrots.
So one of my favorite salads is the chicken Cobb from Chick-fil-A. So good. It's got roasted corn in it. It's got bacon pieces in it. It's got
Did you say
boiled
bacon?
eggs in it. It has shredded cheddar. It's so good.
Alright, name something else that isn't a foreign food. Like, ethnic food, definitely not. That's not me.
Definitely never had sushi.
I have had sushi. I went to Japan and I ordered what I thought was chicken nuggets and it was chicken ligaments.
That's not sushi.
What is it?
You had some type of fried food there. That's not sushi.
What would you call it? Fried
Your
ligaments?
fried ligaments? Yeah, it was a fried food. It wasn't
You
sushi.
love eating ligaments. George, instead of eating chicken when she gets fried chicken, she goes right straight for the ligaments.
I do what?
You eat the ligaments.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You go, oh, I like this part. It's crunchy.
The cartilage?
Yeah, she eats all the cartilage, the ligaments.
Sometimes.
Elvis, come on, shake, shake, shake. Oh! You gonna be able to get that cash off the top tray?
I don't know. It's being stubborn.
Is it being George stubborn?
Well, we pretty much summed that up. That it was a Jeremy stubborn and not George stubborn.
Oh, now Jeremy is the stubborn one?
Well, remember we named the money? One
Yeah.
was Jeremy. One bundle of joy was a George. And one bundle was a Jeremy. And the last one to come off was the stubborn Jeremy bundle.
If there was a baby bundle, what would the name be?
I like Elvis.
You would name the baby bundle Elvis? You have a problem. You have a problem.
Or should I name him or her Ketchup?
That sounds better. Now we're talking real.
Well, if it was a girl, it would be Elvalisa.
Elvalisa?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be Lisa Presley? Lisa Marie?
Elvalisa.
Pretty sure it would just be Lisa Marie.
And then if it was a boy, I can name the middle name Ketchup, which is both feminine and masculine.
How do you say ketchup in Arabic?
I can't remember right now. I'm sure if I heard it, I'd be like, yes, that means ketchup. I'm a better translator than I am.
Which Arabic has the feminine form and the masculine form, so it's not like English. So what if we just went with ketchup and then we looked at the feminine form of ketchup and the masculine form of ketchup? And our little bundle of joy could be ketchup either masculine or ketchup feminine. I should call Mama Rose right now and ask her what ketchup is.
Okay.
Do they have ketchup in Egypt?
Yes. Yes, they do.
Then I say we go immediately.
They pretty much have everything we do.
They got one thing we don't got.
Pyramids.
Denial! They got the Tigris and Euphrates flowing in denial. Okay, name another food. Any food.
Mango.
Mango. I think you made me try a piece of mango and I didn't like it.
He didn't like fresh mangoes, but he does like mango flavored candy.
Mango flavored candy because it's sweet, but actual fresh mangoes. Oh, Elvis is singing.
I've had you try my favorite mango smoothie from Robex, and you didn't really like it. You said it was bitter.
Well, mangoes are bitter. Oh, nice.
No, they're not.
Everybody's shaking at home.
Mangoes are sweet. Mangoes are one of my favorite fruits. All right, I'm down to 1/4.
1/4.
And I just dropped it left center.
Come on. These have been great pushes, though. Great pushes. For our little baby bundle, the male or female ketchup.
Can I get a whoop whoop? Whoop. Oh, my high pitch is coming back. I was able to push off 2 $100 rolls. And look at all these quarters. $131 and 75 cents in quarters.
Elvis is singing again.
Elvis is singing.
About Jackpot. Yeah, yeah.
Dropping it to the left. I'm going to stay to the left until I can clear that field. And then I'll switch it up to the right.
Once you go
Oh,
right.
I just realized the box that was on the pusher, it's a full box. See, it's got a bottom. I wonder if there's
Oh,
anything
yeah,
in it.
flipped off. It sure does. Look at that.
Can I get another whoop whoop?
Woo woo. Woo woo. Did I ever tell you what my dad used to do to us at the grocery store when we were in trouble?
I'm thinking. No, I don't remember if you
Well,
did.
back in the day, in the grocery store, is a very, very old building. Basements were creepy.
Yes,
like
I just got 100.
nice. Basements were creepy, just kind of like you're creeped out by my basement now, but they were really creepy back then.
Yes.
So back then,
The
they used
basement
to.
in the house I grew up in is super creepy.
Okay, if you got a creepy basement, let us know in the comments. I got a creepy basement. Type it in. So, if we were in trouble, we had to go work in the basement. And in the basement of the store is where they kept all the spare boxes when they would get groceries in. And they would use them later for like delivery. Like before Uber Eats and all of that, believe it or not, my family was doing deliveries way back when I think it was Wednesdays, if I remember correctly. But all the boxes that were in there, we had to organize them by size and all of that. Old grocery carts were down there, like old grocery carts. Antique things. And then the one job that we would get told to do, well, I should back up a little bit. The one job I would get told to do, because I would get in trouble the most. I always had to sweep the floor in the basement. And over all the years, like, we grew up, if you grew up in a family business, you know what it's like, or on a farm. The family survives based off the whole family working the business. And so...
Oh, I got another 100.
Nice! After school, we would be at the store, hating every single moment of it, but looking for pennies to buy penny candy and things like that. When I'd get in trouble, I'd have to go down and sweep the floor in the basement. The thing is the floor, for some reason, was always dirt. It was like dirt. So
That just gave me an idea. Every time you're in trouble by me, I'll send you down to your creepy basement and make you sweep the floor. Go on with your story.
maybe I'm gonna send you down to the creepy basement.
And do laundry as punishment?
I like doing laundry.
I love doing laundry. I actually love to fold laundry. So anyways, all this dirt would reappear after you swept it.
It never went away, ever. So I'd be down there and I'd be sweeping for hours. Hour would go by, 2 hours would go by. I would fill these boxes with dirt. 3 hours would go by, and 4 hours all afternoon until the store would close. You never ever found the floor. It was always dirt. It wasn't until I was a teenager that I realized that building was so old, they didn't have concrete floors back then. They made buildings with dirt floors. I literally probably put 2 more feet in the height of the basement just by sweeping all the dirt and taking it out box by box by box. So it was a never-ending job that I would have to go sweep the floor in the basement until I could find the floor. Well, you could never, ever find the floor. Ever. So years and years as a kid, all I did was sweep that basement. Funny part now.
Yes!
Nice job. That building is completely destroyed and everything is dirt now. It's all filled in with dirt.
It's one big dirt pile.
Dirt pile.
With grass growing out of it now.
One big dirt pile. One of my brothers, my youngest brother, he was mad at me. Oh, you're going to love this one. I don't think I told you this one. So he was mad at me. And again, as kids, we were always at the store. Always. Oh, man, you got
gotta
changed.
calm the temper down.
Yeah. So he was being real nice, which was not usual for our relationship. So I would pick on him, and he'd pick on me. You know how brothers do, right?
Yes.
Because you did that to your brothers, right?
Oh, yeah.
George told me you used to pick on him all the time.
I don't remember that, but... Okay.
He does. So at any rate, I would pick on my brothers, you know, sibling stuff, things that you do with your brother and sister and all that. So my youngest brother, which I have 3, and then a sister, my youngest brother came up to me in a shopping cart in the store, and he goes, "Hey, you want to go for a ride?" He's like, "I'll push you. I'll just push you. You can go for a ride in the shopping cart." All of a sudden being nice, right?
Oh,
nice. Nice. Maybe this is where the whole pushing thing came from the shopping carts in the grocery store. So I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. You can push me around the aisles, you know, we'll have fun around the aisles because we're stinking bored at the grocery store. So he's pushing me up the one aisle, pushing me down the other aisle, and pushing me up another aisle, and pushing me down another aisle. And then the shopping cart starts to take a whole lot more speed. This isn't just a casual push anymore. And there are customers in the grocery store. He is now picking up speed into a trot. But she's a chunky kid. This kid couldn't trot. But he worked it up, the steam, to a trot. Then a run. I was headed straight, dead on, into the ice cream freezer glass door. And I did not stop. He literally crashed me through the glass in the ice cream door. Like if you were to go to Walmart through the frozen case door, he crashed me through it on purpose. I blacked out. The glass was everywhere. I blacked out for a little bit, and when I came to, I was surrounded with rocky road and corn dogs, and honestly, I thought I was in heaven. I thought I had died, and I was in heaven. I was like, so this is what it's like. Needless to say, he thought it was hilarious, and
even after breaking the glass.
And we were immediately taken into the back room where the ham loaf was being processed. And at that point in time, they were actually constructing a room to process ham loaf and to try and distribute it, Hale's ham loaf. So there were boards, 2x4s, everything. So you would think in that particular situation that he would be the one that was in trouble, right? He would get in trouble and I was the innocent one?
Yeah, he'd be the one in the basement sweeping.
Okay, well, we both got leaned over a freezer. We were both leaned over a freezer. We were told to bend over. Oh, you just knocked
Did I just lose the 100?
It just knocked over into history.
Or did I give someone a bonus?
You gave somebody a bonus. No way. No way. So we were both told to bend over as we were shown a 2x4 with nails in it. By the way, if any of this would ever happen today, oh my goodness, if you even looked at your child, if you even looked at a child and they were emotionally harmed, if you hurt their feelings, Children's Services will try and take your kids away from you. We were told bend over, we were getting a spanking with a 2x4 with nails in it.
Were the nails sticking out?
What?
Were the sharp ends of the nails sticking out towards your bottom?
Yeah. So my youngest brother was first to get a spanking, and then my dad flipped the board around. This is no joke. He broke the 2x4 on my brother. So I looked around and I went, well, I guess that means I don't get one. No joke.
Times have changed when it comes to disciplining your children.
Could you imagine if children's services were involved in that today?
Oh my goodness.
But I do have to admit, the shopping cart ride, amazing! The best
You
part,
got a little concussion.
the best part was coming to and being surrounded by ice cream, thinking I was in heaven.
Corn dogs.
Corn dog. That was the best part. Best part ever. And then we were told, here's the crazy part again. Another punishment. We were told we all had bank accounts at that time, and we were young. We all had bank accounts at that time, and we were told that we both had to pay for the new freezer door. I was the innocent bystander. I was the one in the cart being pushed through, and my bank account got deducted $500 of all my Christmas gifts, all my birthday money, because my youngest brother pushed me through.
Came up with this brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea. And I think he would tell
Shopping
you to this day, he has no regrets. It was the best thing he ever did. He has no regrets. He's like, it was worth getting a 2x4 busted over his butt for it. It's like, I finally got it.
I would have panicked after seeing the freezer glass doors shatter.
Oh yeah, it was all over me. It was all over me. There's glass all over me.
Yes, I got that 100 to finally
Nice.
the pusher.
There was glass all over. There was ice cream all over. Corn dogs, frozen foods. I mean, there's everywhere. You literally think you're in heaven.
How long would you say you were out for?
How long what?
How long do you think you blacked out for?
I still have memory issues because of it. How long what? What'd you say? Huh? It's affected
How
me.
bad's your memory issues?
What were we talking about?
How bad's my what?
What? Huh?
How bad is what?
I don't know what. I honestly don't know how long I was out for. But I absolutely was pushed through.
Obviously not that long where they had to call 911.
Oh no, my parents didn't have health insurance. So my dad had cancer early on, early 30s, Hodgkin's, which is hereditary, which is why I've got to be checked often. But so we had no health insurance. They were self-employed. We never, ever went to the doctor. So I'm pretty sure my left arm was broken. One of the brothers slammed it in a car door. So remember the old station wagons?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know how many of those my parents bought, but with 5 kids, we had plenty of station wagons back then.
We had a couple
Yeah.
time with 5 kids.
So one of my brothers slammed it on my left arm. I couldn't use my left arm for probably
By
6
accident?
months. Do brothers do anything like that on accident?
Yeah.
For 6 months, I could not use my arm. Never went to a doctor. Parents never took me to see anybody. Different world. Completely different world. And of course, they would tell you, well, they couldn't afford it. Well, even if you can't afford it, there were programs back then, just like there are now,
Yeah.
where
That helped with
they would
financial
help you.
assistance.
Just think ignorance. I think they had...
Pride, maybe?
No, ignorance. Ignorance. They didn't know what they didn't know. That's why my left arm is still crooked. That's why it bends to my back and not to my front. When you're always like,
Oh,
why
that's why you're always like, that's my bad arm.
It is. It is my bad arm. It is the bad one.
Every time we arm wrestle, I'll attack his left arm because I know it's his bad arm. But I just thought that was from
She's like,
lifting
why is
heavy
your arm
things.
bend to your back? I'm like, oh, old car injury. Car accident injury.
Traumatic car accident.
But we used to do dumb things like
Look how close that $100 box is.
So close. Come on, please, please. We would do dumb things all the time. Like the youngest brother who put me through the glass door. So we all, my parents. Oh, nice. My parents took the second story of the house and tore it off, and then put one huge bedroom. The entire second story of the house was one huge bedroom for us four boys. So it was, huge bedroom for us four boys. Huge to us as kids. But the reality is it's probably the size of my bedroom now, which is, what, 25?
Still pretty big.
So
your current bedroom now serves 4 purposes.
Yes, all per sectioned off.
Yeah.
So we would do little dumb contests as brothers. So for example, we were on the second story. We would open the window and we would have a contest who could hang out the window the longest. So you had to crawl out the window, hang on the windowsill. We would pop the screens out, and who could hang the longest without falling down to the ground.
While having the windows slammed on your fingers.
So yeah, I told you this story before, didn't I?
Yeah.
So then what we would do is slam the window on each other's fingers.
That's not even funny.
We were so stupid. None of us ever fell. No, how dumb were we?
After slamming the window on each other's fingers, none of you fell.
This sounds like an amazing YouTube video.
Yeah.
So you have to hang from the second story window outside of the house.
Show.
You have to hang out from outside of the house while the window is being slammed on your fingers. What a childhood.
Wow.
That's how you know I was in the basement sweeping a lot at the store.
Get another 100 to fall. Yes!
Oh, nice. Did you have to sweep at the restaurant?
No, I did have to fill up the pop machine. I was in charge of the register. I was in charge of taking all phone calls, taking orders online. My dad liked to sweep and mop. That was like his thing. Or he had an employee do it.
That's like me, liking to mow, but I won't get a zero turn. I do all of my mowing with a pusher mower.
You prefer to push
because it's like therapy to me.
The repelling wheels, right?
And you never go horizontal or vertical lines. You always go diagonal lines. That's how I roll.
That's your go-to method.
Diagonal. Yeah, life was interesting with brothers. My parents probably don't know most of that. Well, they know about going through the frozen food door, that's for sure.
Yes, that was a good push. I'm going center right now.
You and your siblings never did anything dumb like that? What was the dumbest game that you guys came up with?
We never used to torture each other like that. I do remember my oldest brother. So I'm the second oldest. My oldest brother's 2 years older than me. And then my brother after that I have 3 brothers, is 2 years younger than me. And my oldest brother thought it would be genius to throw rocks at a beehive that was in ground. It was an in-ground bee's nest. So I was like, okay, that sounds fun. And
that does sound fun.
I think I was like 5 at the time. which would have made my brother 7, and then my youngest brother 3. So we're all outside throwing rocks at the bees in their in-ground beehive, and one of the bees stung me right in my eyelid, my right eyelid. It swelled so much and hurt, and it burned so much.
And that's why she has giant eyes.
My right eye was swollen shut.
Recovered.
And I think that's the only time I've ever gotten stung by a bee. So if you see a bee near me and I start to panic, it brings back flashbacks of that moment of when I got stung in the island. That's why I don't do bees.
Oh yeah, well that's the same way when I'm around frozen food freezers. Why I'm like that. I'm like, get me inside.
That's why you have PTSD around freezers.
No, that's why I'm like, get me inside. I want that ice cream. I want inside. Push me in.
Oh, that 100's gonna fall.
You guys didn't ever come up with crazy games? Like
we have.
We came up with a game. You have to take all of your sleeping bags, okay? So a lot of our games were races, time. So you had to go head first into a sleeping bag. Then you would wrap another sleeping bag around you the other way. So wherever your head was, your feet was, you were cocooned in, overlapping back and forth. So it'd be who could get out of 2 overlapping sleeping bags the fastest. And then we would time it and record it. Then it was 3 sleeping bags. So one would be one way, the next the other way, the next the other way. So you're inside 3 sleeping bags. You had to slither and find the ends to get out. So when you could see your head poke out, nice! When you could see your head poke out, then that's when you escaped. So we had that escape game. We would do up to 4, 5, 6 sleeping bags. So we had friends over one time. We're like, hey, you want to play our escape game? They're like, yeah. So there's a couple of brothers, a few brothers, and we were all playing. And the one brother that was over, we had, I don't know, 4 or 5 different sleeping bags. You have to get in the one, then we got to zip you up in all the others, crisscross pattern. And then we got a bunch of belts. Without him knowing, we latched all the belts and tightened down so he couldn't get out. We latched them all down so he couldn't get out. So pretty much that was like the devil's pinch. And as you can imagine, he freaked out. But as kids, we had no clue what we were actually. We just thought we were being funny and dumb, and we were being dumb. But he freaked out like crazy.
He was probably claustrophobic.
Well, if it wasn't then, he is now.
Poor kid. He probably never came over again after that.
Oh no! All the time. We created our own radio station. Did you have a radio station that you created with your kids, your brothers?
Not that I can remember.
You guys didn't have a radio station?
We probably did, and I just don't remember. My memory's not the greatest.
You didn't do the sleeping bag escape game?
No. We didn't own sleeping bags.
We should play that game.
I didn't own my first sleeping bag until my 20s. My parents never took us camping.
Let's go back up to Kelly's Island and you and I can play that game.
Camping was a foreign thing to them because they didn't do that in Egypt.
Nobody goes camping in Egypt?
Not my family. They were poor. They didn't know about camping.
My family was so poor we ate butter on our bread and we called that a sandwich.
Oh, we did too. We would melt butter on a pita bread and then sprinkle sugar.
You had pita?
Some type of sugar and cinnamon.
We were so poor we didn't have pita. We thought pita was to protect pets.
All we bought was pita bread. We never bought white bread. It was pita bread.
Yeah, we thought pita was some kind of pet protection thing. We didn't even know it was food. And we were in a grocery store. That's how poor we were.
Pita bread is the staple of Middle Eastern bread.
I would go to school and I'd be like, yes, butter sandwich again.
Was there
Mom
sugar?
would sprinkle sugar on it.
Sugar, yeah.
She would sprinkle sugar on it because we could afford sugar. But we would get all of the expired
But now when you go out to dinner,
food.
they give you dinner rolls with butter.
Yeah. Peanut butter spread. Yeah, we were so poor we would eat all the expired food from the grocery store because we wouldn't throw it away. We'd bring it home, that's what we would eat. Anything that was expired, that's what we would eat. Because the store couldn't afford a loss.
Alright, here comes one more quarter. It was hiding in the corner. I'm going to drop it to the far right.
200 more.
Oh my goodness.
To the left.
It went all the way to the left.
all the way to the left. Is it going to do some damage? Not this time. Oh, it did! It did!
I did so good this round. I was able to push off $800.
Like them
There's
rolls.
that full box. There's definitely something
There
in it.
is?
We're gonna save it till the end.
Nice.
And then I've got $238.25 in quarters. Let's play.
Do you ever notice we're the last one always standing here?
It's a bit of an addiction.
I thought it was because we actually count everything like morons.
We have problems.
We probably should. You think we should keep counting it?
How many more hundreds?
I see one, two, I see a roll,
Okay, I see
and
that
I
roll
see a
too.
box. There's a box under the coin.
Half a box.
Yeah, it's on top of, or coins are inside it.
And then I lost that box on the far left.
I don't think there's any recovery
Sorry,
in
buddy.
that.
We always say leave no paper money behind, but unfortunately
You
we're gonna
lost
have
the one
to.
on the left. There's no way to recover. I mean,
Unless somehow
maybe.
I'm able to miraculously get a quarter to bounce and get
If
that
you
100
could
on the ledge.
trick shot that one on the right somehow, if you could
Make
bounce
up
a
for
quarter. But I'd be shocked. I would be shocked. Speaking of which, did you ever shock your siblings growing up? Did you put keys in the electric sockets like we did?
No, but we would. My brothers would tell me to stick a fork in a outlet.
Oh, so you did.
Yeah.
Did you shock
They're like,
yourself?
you should try it. It feels so good. Just dude, it tickles.
Did it tickle you?
I wouldn't fall for them. I didn't trust my brothers growing
This
up.
is starting to explain. Oh wait, you didn't do it.
I never fell for their tricks. Yeah.
Oh,
that
so
100.
close, so close.
And then they would try to get me to put my tongue on a battery.
Oh well, that actually does taste good.
They're like, try it, it tickles.
You like that, don't you?
And I'm like, nope, not doing it.
good. Oh yes, you are.
My oldest brother and I, we got into this huge argument. I don't even remember what the fight was about. And he got so mad at me that he threw a D battery right at my forehead.
That's what those two dents are in your forehead?
Oh, there it goes. That
Nice.
just fell.
Actually, yeah, a battery would fit right there in your forehead. When she gets tired, I could probably just hook a D battery right up and bam.
He knocked me literally right on my forehead. I'm just glad he didn't accidentally hit my eyeball or my mouth. I was probably 8 years old when that happened. And again, I don't remember what we were arguing about. But he got super heated and threw a D battery at me. One of those huge batteries.
Just one D battery or
And
two
then
D
fast
batteries?
forward, him and I got into another heated argument, and I don't remember what the fight was about. And I was 12 at the time. He made me so mad that my adrenaline was so high up.
She doesn't remember what he did, but she remembers
I
she
don't
was
remember.
12.
I don't remember what the argument was about, but I do remember I was 12 years old. And he made me so mad that my adrenaline was building up in me. I was able to lift him up and body slam him. And after that,
Me
he
next.
stopped messing with me.
Me next.
He stopped arguing and messing with me after that.
Maybe you want to go wrestle after this?
I'm gonna go after that left arm.
You leave the left arm alone. That's still broken from all those years ago.
I know. That's why I'm gonna go for the left arm, because that's your weak arm.
A bad arm. A real bad arm. Man, that one to the right is going to be tricky because it's like
It's
stuck
surrounded
right
by
in the
pillars.
toe.
Yep.
And it's protected. Yep. Oh, nice push. Nice push.
That was a pretty one.
Well, at least you weren't raised by clowns. So you got that going for you. Actually, we have the fair is going on locally in our area.
I thought
I
that
bet
was
you-
canceled.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
It
When we
probably
go
is
home, I
canceled.
was gonna see when we go home if you wanted to go get some like cotton candy and fair food and stuff.
We can try, but I thought they canceled all fairs.
Well, when we go home, we can take a look.
Because of the virus.
I remember begging for cotton candy when my parents had the cotton candy business and we dress up like clowns. And now I could care less to ever eat it. Like, just the smell of it, I'm like, dude.
Why?
I don't know. We would beg for it as kids. And now, I'm
Your
just like,
taste buds have matured. You don't care for it anymore?
I like ketchup. I like ketchup.
Oh.
You're dropping quarters on me now.
Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisy.
2 for the chip, 3 to get ready now. Go, cat, go. Man, that's going to be a tough corner to get.
Yeah, it is. Oh, help me out, Elvis. I should probably rapid fire, huh?
Yeah, rapid fire at this point would probably be good. And you might be able to bounce more. My guess is rapid fire would be good. You just gotta bounce it the right way. Oh!
Nice.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Yep, what she said. The Arabic thing she just said. Was that the feminine or the masculine form of Arabic, what she just said?
Neither.
Rapido, rapido, rapido! Rapid fire is not as easy as it looks.
No. Nope.
You got this. You got this. $100 bill and all them quarters. Well,
All
there's
the
probably.
pillars. They're gonna.
Oh, a pillar just knocked down. There could be $100 just in them pillars.
Yeah.
She's got it. She's got it. Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this. Don't give up.
I like it when you're my side cheerleader.
Oh, pillars are falling. Pillars just moved. It just moved. You're so close to rescuing it. You gotta bring that bad boy home. Come
It's got
on.
like a protective wall around it.
It is. It really does. You can budget. You can get it. Were you playing coin pushers when you were a kid?
We would go to a Palace Theater, which was a huge arcade. We would go there a lot. Believe it or not, they had like token pushers, more token pushers. I had no interest in them.
She want the money. She want the money.
We would play arcade games, my brother and I. Love skee ball.
The oldest brother or the younger brother?
All of us. All three of my brothers, my sister.
Daddy, Mama George would just send you to the Palace Theater?
Yeah, we would spend hours there.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness, if it wasn't church, we weren't allowed to be there.
I think someone from our church told us about it.
Yeah, if it was not church, we were not allowed to be there. Oh, wow!
Wow, wow, wee.
What a drop. Nothing to do with school.
It wasn't until I was much older where we were allowed to do stuff like that. or that my parents discovered it.
Lucky you.
Yeah, we would spend hours on there, and then we'd get pizza and ice cream and drinks to refuel and then go back to playing games. What about Chuck E. Cheese? Did you guys ever go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Maybe we weren't even allowed to go to McDonald's because that was the competition. No McDonald's, we begged.
What about like church retreats or conventions?
That was it. Well, if it had anything to do with church, we were allowed to do it.
Didn't they do fun field trips and stuff?
Yeah.
What about field trips
well,
at school?
youth group. It depended on what it was.
We would take a lot of fun field trips growing up.
Man, that $100 box is trapped in there.
Yeah, it is. Though I feel like going to the right isn't really doing much. Should we switch it up and go center, left, center?
I guess you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do. I think it's trapped. I think it's a. I don't think you're gonna be able to get it.
If I can't get it after I've used up all the quarters in my bag, should we just walk away?
I don't think you're gonna get it. It's so trapped in there. Though I have been wrong before. I'm just not sure it's gonna move. Look how trapped it is.
It is pretty trapped. And those coin fillers they're like prison bars. They're not moving.
Yeah, honestly, it's not moving at all. I think
No, it isn't.
if you do much more, I honestly think if you do much more, you're going to lose more money in quarters than you would. Well, I don't know.
So
You
is
would
it
lose
best
more.
to just give up then?
One more
Instead of
handful.
using-
One more handful. I honestly think you're giving the machine back more quarters than you're getting now.
Okay.
One more handful. Let's see if it even budges. Keep your eye on it. See if it budges. You bounced one. If it budges, we stay. If it doesn't,
Oh.
more
color
quarters just
fell.
trapped it in.
Yeah,
More
it
quarters
did.
just trapped it in. I think you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold.
It's
Oh!
falling down.
All right, one more handful.
One more handful.
Just to see what it does.
Things are moving. Things are moving. So far, 1.5 fillers have timbered down.
It's not budging, babe.
Yeah, the 100 definitely has not
It's
moved.
stuck. I'd hate to lose 100 trying to get 100 or more. I just don't think we can rescue them all today. I think sometimes you do have to leave one behind. Come on, come on, come on! Oh, another push. Let's see. Will it move? Man, that thing is so stuck. That thing. Oh, just more quarters just blocked it in. I don't think we're bringing that one home. Holy Hales!
Look at that.
Hello, Benny, Benjamin.
I've got
Benania,
$1,600 plus the lucky box.
Ooh, let's open it.
No, let's wait. We'll open that very last.
All right, you say so. Holy Hale. So that's a lot.
$262 even in
$262. My goodness, that's a lot. Can't wait to see. Come on, come on, come on,
There's
come on.
that $100 mystery box. Let's see if there's anything good inside.
I think I know. Yeah. Oh, and
Yes!
we found out they are gold plated. They are gold plated, not solid gold, but gold plated. They're beautiful.